We are at the Fontana Dell'Acqua Paola, which looks over the entire city of Rome.
Built in 1612 for Pope Paul V, this fountain was designed by Filomeno Ponzino and Giovanni Fontana, and later the 6 basins were redesigned and replaced with the one large pool by Carlo Fontana in 1690.
Water was kind of the basis of civilization. They needed it to live and thrive in the city. Without it, everything was just disgusting. There would be disease and just the streets would be disgusting. The people wouldn't be bathed. Animals needed water. People needed water to live. The Trevi Fountain was actually based off of this fountain, and some of its likenesses can be seen. However, this fountain is based completely around water and doesn't really have any gods or goddesses or anything.
As declared by Pope Paul V. So my sense of what it's saying is that they are using old aqueducts from the hills outside the city to bring fresh water into the city for the use of the people out of the generosity of Pope Paul VI in the year 1612.
The fountain was constructed with marble taken from the Roman Forum and resulted in the destruction of the Temple of Minerva, which until then was still pretty much intact. Pieces of the previous St. Peter's Basilica were used to create 4 of the 6 columns of the fountain. As well as being a puzzle of the pieces from Rome, there's an inscription celebrating the Pope responsible for restoring the aqueduct and creating the fountain, but it contains a mistake. It states that the old Astinia aqueduct was restored to create the Acqua Paola, while in actuality it was Trajan's aqueduct that was repaired.
So the fountain is really beautiful, and part of its beauty is that it's off the beaten path of Rome. We really had to go out of the way to get here, where the Trevi Fountain is centralized and everybody kind of flocks to that as the main tourist attraction. This one, there's really not that many people here, and it's really far away, but that just adds to the beauty of it.
And aside from it being beautiful, it's also very, degraded now. Because back in the day when this was such a huge thing, when the Pope commissioned it, there was fresh water for bathing, drinking, everything was this new thing.
For someone living in this time period in the 1620s, using this fountain is very ritualistic for them to come here every day. Without this fountain that they depended on, they'd be still drinking the brackish water and they'd be suffering and becoming ill and having to move to other areas. With this fountain here daily, it brought not only beauty and religion, but also a source of life for them during the Renaissance, which is meant to be rebirth.